Blame Truth here, and we have probably the ultimate Activision scumbaggery in today's video. It's honestly impressive how they can keep one-upping themselves on being the biggest pieces of shit you have ever seen. If you guys could drop a like on this video, smash that thumb up button, leave a comment, let me know your favorite fish. You guys seem to like doing that, so let me know what your favorite fish is in the comment section below. Let's push this on the algorithm because Activision needs to be held accountable for what they're doing. And other creators, aside from me, need to speak up, please. I would appreciate it. But yeah, let's get to their sins here in this video. I don't know how they do it. I mean, I do know how they do it. These people are so pressed that apparently they have meetings discussing me. Why? I don't know. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just talking shit. Like, I covered that in yesterday's video, and I actually confirmed it with someone who has some kind of insider info. Like, they're so butthurt about me. I don't know why. Okay, here's something you guys can discuss in your next meeting. All right, all you suit and tie motherfuckers, here's what you can discuss. You can discuss how you are going to eat my asshole until it resembles a California raisin. Maybe you can sandwich that in with all your talks about the data. The data says that this Blame Truth fellow is just too critical of our business model and our incompetence. I wonder what we could do. I don't know. Maybe change your business model. Maybe stop being incompetent. Maybe, I don't know, stop giving me easy video topics. You guys make it easy. You know that, right? Anyway. Let's cover the meat and potatoes here because I got a lot I want to get off my chest. What's so funny to me about yesterday's video is how people were coming to the aid of Activision Blizzard and saying that, no, this isn't an AI-generated image, it's just skin from the finger. And, I mean, well, to all those people, I would like an apology. I was sent this on Twitter. And it most likely is AI generated, regardless of the finger thing. I mean, it's a fucking finger, guys, and it's AI generated. It just is. What's crazy, though, is that people are still doubting the possibility that most of the maps in Black Ops 6 are AI generated. I mean, we have to accept that the possibility is there, and I have breaking news that shows they are all about AI. They do not care at all about the actual soul or integrity of this game. If Activision could have it their way, they would have a bunch of racially diverse, multicolored hair androids overseeing, not even making, these AI-generated Call of Duty games because that would generate them the most profit. They wouldn't have to hire real talented artists. You wouldn't have to hire real talented map designers. I mean, they're not there in Treyarch right now anyway, but I digress. You get what I'm saying though, right? That is just Activision and Microsoft's MO, and they make no effort to hide it. So Ghost of Hope, a prominent leaker on Twitter, said this: panic within Treyarch at the moment. Almost all of the actors that feature in the Zombies crew in Black Ops 6 Zombies have pulled out of working over the lack of AI protections in their contracts. This has resulted in some of the disappointing recasts we are now seeing early on. Example, Sam on Citadel, with some likely still to be recast in future maps. My buddy Caffrey says this: understandable, I wouldn't want a company to use my voice to train an AI model so they don't have to pay me. The discourse continues, and someone says, we stand with the actors. Fucking men, dude. Agreed, Treyarch Activision can easily fix this by meeting the actors' demands. John says, what timeline are we in? Hope says, the timeline of corporate greed. Can we just stop for a moment? Can we just stop for a moment and maybe just admit that the entire time I've been right and that I'm not a bad guy? I don't care if you're a Call of Duty fanboy. Can you just admit that this is fucked up? This is royally fucked up. Imagine you sign on as a voice actor. You know, people have actually said, BT, you have a crispy voice. I just love when you do your bi-curious Pavlov and Dmitri Russian hacker duo impressions. Name is Pavlov and not gay or anything, but love to floss with Dmitri's pubic hair. Not gay, just bi-curious. Nobody's actually said that to me, the initial thing. But voice acting could be something I get into later. Who knows, man? I would actually love to do that. But here's the thing. Imagine if all these people that are doing voice acting sign on to these companies, the companies just record their voice and make AI-generated fucking slop and don't pay the actors. Ever. What if every company ends up doing that? What's the point of like, dude, this is insanity. This is so greedy and disgusting, and everyone, I don't care if you're like an Activision partner, should be calling this out right now. I actually saw a thread on Reddit, and I lost the initial comments, but I'm gonna go by memory and just kind of paraphrase them and repeat them to you guys. But they were complaining about bundles in the store, bundles in the shop, whatnot, being so expensive. Like, how did we get to $30 bundles and stuff now? I remember back in Black Ops 2, the game I am playing here, circa 2013. Yes, this gameplay is from 2013. Please do not try to play Black Ops 2 nowadays unless it's Plutonium on PC, or else you will literally get hacked by the bi-curious Russian duo of Dmitri and Pavlov. But anyway, back in the day, we had skins. This was like the first real microtransactions in Call of Duty. We had skins that were like $2, $2 or $3, dude. You could buy like a bacon camo for your gun for $2 or $3. At the time, a lot of people actually complained about that, but most people just thought it was a pretty cheap, cool way to get a stupid camo, you know, whatever. I mean, if it was like $2 or $3, most of us wouldn't have a problem with it. Hell, I wouldn't even have a problem with most of the bundles in the game being like $10. That would still be a little extreme considering that the games, you know, don't carry forward most of the time, so your stuff just gets stuck in that iteration of the game. And it's also a $70 title, but I will let them slide. You know, like, but like $30, especially with Black Cell, $30 per season? Are you fucking mad? But then again, people will pay for it. I saw just a bunch of sub-IQ morons just drooling over the stupid bong skin, the glowy green bong gun skin, and it is a cool animation, but like, dude, it loses its luster after you see it for like once. I can see it on social media and get the same effect. Who cares? Smoking weed's not even cool anymore. It's like legalized in a lot of states now. It's not like this edgy, cool thing like we had back in Modern Warfare 2 with the calling cards, you know, the high command, joint ops. Back then, it's like, Infinity Ward, you're edgy. You're promoting illegal drug use. And now it's just like, well, it's not even entirely illegal. And also, I can't call the enemy team like shitheads, or I'll get banned. What the hell? You're promoting drugs, but not even illegal drugs, and I can't call the enemy a name after a search and destroy round. Can we wake the fuck up? I'm sorry. Can we wake up? How did it get this bad? How did it get to this point? And it goes back to my original topic after I do some ADHD rambling there. Sorry. But my original point is that we should have complained in Black Ops 2, if we all rejected the fucking bacon camo for our AN-94, you know, we may not be here today and we may have a much different game here today. The problem is that people don't complain enough. You know, that's it. People do not complain enough. So I'm gonna be here just complaining extra for them. How about that? I'm gonna complain extra for them. My videos are picking up steam. I'm gonna ask you guys to support it so it gets put into the algorithm, and then we're gonna go from there. How about that? I'll just do all the work. It's fine. I'm used to it. I'll just do all the work. It's cool. Let's get to the next topic, though, and the main topic I want to cover. And, you know, I do apologize for these videos being so long and the title not being indicative of everything in the video. Titles are only so long. You know, I can't fit everything in there. But, oh, man. Activision, again, being absolute scumbags. This is something I've wanted to cover for a few days now, but I was waiting for them to do something else scumbaggy to kind of make the video flow better. So here we go. What have they done now, you might be asking, as we transition here to the next Black Ops 2 gameplay. I love this game. I have so much old gameplay I'm going to share with you guys for the rest of the month. But, yeah, what have they done now? Well, they have sent a cease and desist to a leaker. Now, they've been doing this for a while. They've sent a cease and desist to a popular leaker. Hey, I'm Alex on Twitter. I tend to follow this guy because he is one of the leakers that just does not give a shit. He's gotten the cease and desist and he just kind of ignores them. What's interesting about these cease and desists, though, is that most other game companies are totally fine with, like, leaking stuff. Like, they might take your Twitter down or whatever. They might say, like, hey, can you stop leaking in an email? But they never really take it as far as Activision takes it. In some cases, in, like, Fortnite, I think Epic actually just accepts leaks and puts them in there on purpose so that, you know, the leakers can build hype for the game. It makes sense, right? Stuff's gonna leak, and then the people that don't like surprises can look this up. It builds hype for the game. It just makes sense. You know, like how Epic does things. I mean, I'm not a Fortnite player, but they just broke records, like concurrent player records. They are clearly doing something right, and they are the gold standard for how, like, a popular AAA game should handle stuff, pretty much, in my opinion. But regardless, Alex gets these ceases and desists, and he's like, whatever, it doesn't matter. He's been getting them all year. I've been keeping up with it, as well as following leaks for stuff coming out. And he tweeted something that was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it was real. I had to, like, screenshot it, do a double take, really look over the whole thing. And he was having a conversation with my buddy Pro Reborn, and I just want to share this conversation to show you what Activision actually did. So Alex says, not going to give details or anything, but just so you know, I'm getting censored hard and there is nothing I can do about it. I draw the line at involving my family. Not worth the risk. Nick says, Activision is threatening your family over leaks. Alex says, not towards them directly, but saying to my mom that I'm in big trouble isn't something I want to deal with. Nick says, so a lawyer contacted your mother on behalf of Activision? Alex says, I'm still living at my parents', so yeah, a lawyer at my door telling her that isn't a cool experience. Don't recommend. And Nick says the most logical thing ever. He says, actually insane. How about they get off their asses and remove shit from builds instead of investing a dev's salary to get a few 20-something-year-olds to stop reading memory dumps? Thank you! That's all it takes if they don't want stuff leaking out. Clean up your fucking game files. Do you guys remember before the Black Ops 6 beta even, some jackoff, like, from Activision, uploading, or maybe Treyarch, I don't know, uploading, like, the entire multiplayer to PlayStation. I think it was PS4 only. But they just accidentally uploaded the entire thing to PlayStation, and it was playable. Maybe stop being stupid. Maybe instead of copyright striking all the people covering that leaked stuff that you did it, you idiots! You! I'm pointing the finger at you like Hulk Hogan right now. You did it. Maybe instead of, like, I don't know, being stupid and making these mistakes, clean up everything. Hire people that are competent. It's not rocket science. Instead, they'd literally rather not bother with that and then threaten, like, 19, 20-year-old kids who are bored's families. They'd rather hold weird leftist, like, racist, there's no other way to put this other than it is racist, struggle sessions.
The data says that these are really good for the productivity of our workplace. Blatant racism.
Martin Luther King Jr., if he was still alive, would be, like, disgusted at this. This is not what he wanted. Like, dude, oh my God. And again, how did we even get to that point? Because not enough people called out stupid, insane bullshit. So again, I guess I just have to be the one to do it. Alone. And it's funny, I usually go to Reddit, like, at the end of my commentary, just to kind of get whatever maybe I missed into the video, and lo and behold, I find something that ties in to the start of this video, and you're not gonna believe this. I can't even fathom what this company is doing and how no one, like, I'm sorry, before I even show you this, it is time to speak the fuck up. No more Mr. Nice Guy. If you sit there idly by and just let this shit happen, you are the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy. The people bringing this stuff up online, they're not the bad guy. You are the bad guy. You are buying this game while Activision fucks over voice actors and artists. People with more talent than you that help make these games soulful, or at least they used to. It's now AI generated crap. I've been critical of Treyarch. I've been critical of Infinity Ward. I've been critical of Sledgehammer Games. But these devs are not getting treated fairly across the board. I'm sorry, but they're not. Especially Sledgehammer. They had to make Vanguard in like 8 or 9 months. Dude, it is time to stand up against this garbage. I'm not kidding. Seriously. Speak out about it. Tweet about it. I don't care. Enough is enough. I've had enough. I cannot watch this happen any longer. What am I talking about? What sent me over the edge? Look at this. This is from Reddit. It's fresh off the press, okay? Yet another too many finger debacle. I'm counting like 7 here. What is happening? The thumb there is on the left side of the image, and then you have literally 6 regular fingers. 7 in total. And meanwhile, let's just go into full-on rant mode about this new update. All this stuff happening. I mean, there's stuff that's been happening since about the game's release. Did you guys know that free-for-all, like the free-for-all mode in Black Ops 6 is completely and utterly fucked? You will join the match in progress and get a win no matter what. Like, you're designed to get a win. Yet, if you actually win, you can literally get 30 kills and lose the game. Be number 1 on the scoreboard and lose the game. And it's been like this since the game launched. The new update is bringing even more problems with Nuketown, and this has been in the game since Nuketown came out. What was that, a month ago? Over a month ago now? The bus will just disappear. In fact, Ace covered in a recent video that random things like vehicles and stuff will not load in. So it looks like you're shooting someone, you're getting the erroneous blood splatter or whatever, and yet you're not doing damage because the vehicle hasn't loaded in, but it's there on the server, just not on your client. Does that make sense? Like, this game is horrific. They haven't fixed either of those issues, and they just created so many more with this update. Okay, so this is just a random thread, random little comment thread from Reddit here for Black Ops 6. This person says, I'm more concerned about the fact that every time this game updates, it deletes all of my class setups past the 5th loadout and fucks up all my score streaks and all that. It sucks enough having to build up your classes after you prestige. Meanwhile, Nuketown Invisible Vehicle bug still remains. And now it has random people glowing green. You are telling me that isn't a skin? I thought, why the fuck are people paying to make their character glow so obviously? Yes, you literally will just glow. You'll just glow. All of these problems in the game. Warzone right now. Warzone is unplayable. The 20 hertz servers, the garbage, the anti-cheat that doesn't do a damn thing. The overall just clunky, glitchy experience. Yesterday, the servers were in such bad shape, games would just end. What is this trillion-dollar company doing, and who are the idiots still playing it? I'm sorry. This is inexcusable. How many times do I have to get up here, sit and yell and scream and make these videos until people start waking up? I know you guys are not that stupid. You're not that stupid. And I'm not talking about my regular viewers. I'm talking about the people that may find this video randomly. The people that still play the games. What is wrong with you? Seriously, what is wrong with you? Are you legitimately addicted? Are you psychologically addicted to Call of Duty? If you are, admit it, please. And then get some help and play something that's worth your time by a studio, by a publisher that doesn't try to AI generate devs, artists, and voice actors out of their jobs. Please. Anyone that says, I'm the bad guy, I'm just being negative, I'm a complainer, I'm a grifter, you are full of shit. You are the bad guy, you're a pussy, and you don't stand for anything. So you'll fall for everything. Guys, I'm not kidding as this video kind of winds down. I'm not kidding. I have like an entire notepad of topics I want to get to as it pertains to Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 in particular. And I can't even get to the topics I want to get to because every single day there's a new controversy. In this case, a new controversy dropped mid-commentary. I went to check Reddit and I'm like, oh, I guess I need to, yell for an extra 5 minutes in this one and cover this as well. It's getting too much to keep up with. I can't be the only one that covers this stuff. I know there are other commentators that are, negative or seen as like grifters or whatever covering this stuff. But we gotta just hammer down. I'm serious. I'm calling the entire community to say, hey, enough's enough. This is inexcusable, and actually call this stuff out. I do not want to see AI anything in my game. No, $70? $70, and you can't hire real artists. You can't hire voice actors that you're gonna pay for like the rest of the game's life cycle, and you're gonna try to AI generate their voices. What? Are we insane? Everyone needs to be calling this out immediately. And also stop sending lawyers to kids' houses over leaking and building hype for your game for free. I'm out of time. I hope you enjoyed. Please like this video. I will see you later. Have a good one. Bye.